All right, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brachak All right, double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone that rule well and taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Shai's elect, preaching his word and his doctrine in full truth, honesty, and sincerity. All right, I am the brother Hakam from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, coming back with a quick video. And the title or the topic of this lesson is going to be, the Lord is going to deliver us from our enemies. All right, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, is going to deliver us from our enemies. Okay, and when I say us, I'm talking about the Israelites, specifically the elect. Who are the Israelites? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American men and women on the earth today. All right, we make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and in contrast to what we have been taught in the world, Esau, Edom, right, which is the devil, he has been instilling in us since we have been born that we are all equally created and that we should all get along. And he pushes that one world, one peace narrative, which is extremely hypocritical because Esau, Edom, he is the wicked. And ever since he came into power, since the Greek times, there has been nothing but violence and calamity and wickedness and sin and evil and bloodshed, wars that's been happening on the earth, man. Okay. And when now we're living in the rulership of Esau, Edom, his last rulership, which is over here in America, all right, specifically, as well as the beast, all right, which is NATO and the EU and the whore that rides that beast, all right, that is America. But these are now the kingdoms of Esau, Edom, all right, his heads of power, okay. And we're in times where things is about to get really dangerous, okay. Things is about to get dangerous, and Esau, Edom is about to come in like a flood because he know that he has but a short time. But Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right, he's gonna deliver us, man. The Lord's gonna deliver us. Okay, this is Psalm chapter 3, verse 1. It says, Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no hope for him in God, Salah. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lift up of mine head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill, Salah. I lay me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, save me. O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon thy cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is upon thy people. All right, this is a prayer for King David, where he was praying to the Lord to deliver him from his enemies. And yes, we have enemies, all right? We so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American men and women. All right, we have enemies. Who are our enemies? All these are the nations. All right, beginning with Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white man, the Japanese, all right, the Chinese, all right, the Hindu Indians, okay, the Arabs, all right, those are all our enemies, which they all have biblical nationalities, okay, and all these are the nations, they hate us, man. That's why when you read the book of Lamentations, it tell you how these other heathens were happy when they saw us at a low estate, all right. And when you read the book of Revelation, it tells you, Revelation the 11th chapter talks about how, all right, they were rejoicing to see us in a horrible state, Okay, and that's how these heathens want to see us. All right, these heathens, beginning with Esau, Edom, they want to see us in this horrible state, in this trodden down state. All right, because the nation of Israel has enemies all over the world, man. And the elect in these end times, all right, it's not just Esau, Edom, and these other nations that are enemies, but as well as our own people. All right, because the elect, okay, they're going to be hated. They're going to be persecuted for Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's name's sake. All right, but the Lord, all right, he's going to come and deliver us, man. We're going to get delivered. We're going to get deliverance, man. Okay, this is the book of Psalm, chapter 59. And this is the spirit that we gotta be in. We gotta meditate these things. All right, because even when we might feel like we're backed up against the wall and there's no hope, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna bust that move and come with deliverance. All right, this is Psalm chapter 59, verse 1. Deliver me from mine enemies. Oh my God, defend me from them that rise up against me. All right, King David, he had a lot of enemies. Okay. But King David, all right, the Lord was dealing with King David, man. That's the King David. All right, so the Lord was giving the heathen to King David, all right, as slaves and captives. Okay, because we was in a righteous state at one point. Okay. We were following the law, statutes, and commandments, and we were still in the land. All right, but now through grace and the Lord's mercy, all right, we now have salvation through Yahweh Shai. The Lord had to send his beloved son so we can be able to get delivered and get up out of here, this damn wicked ass, this wicked kingdom, man. Babylon the Great, which is going to get destroyed. Esau, Edom's kingdom, or the so-called white man, which is biblical nationality, is Esau, Edom, or he's going down. It says, 2, deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. Okay. You know, who's the main one that always shedding blood? Esau, Edom. Okay. That's why when you read the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter talks about that red horse that came and took peace from the earth. That red horse is, that's symbolic, and that symbolizes Esau, Edom coming into rulership. All right. Verse 3, for lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Await to help me, and behold, thou therefore, O Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel, await to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressors. Salah. Okay, so you see how King David is praying to the Lord to deliver them from the heathen. All right, because our people, they're in a sick state of mind where they believe that the heathens, all right, beginning with Esau, Edom, is their friend. Okay, or they have this mentality in which they try to emulate the wicked. All right, or you see our people always trying to emulate Esau, Edom. Okay, when really we're supposed to be separate. All right, the Lord called us to be holy, to be separate from what? Wickedness, man. But that's why these 2/3 of over here, of our people in America, they got to get put down. All right, because there's no fixing that. All right, our 2/3 of our people, and as well as other wicked Israelites across the 4 corners of the earth, there's no fixing that type of individual, because the Lord caused them to be blinded. All right, it's just the Lord. The Lord is not dealing with them. All right, so that's why they're going to have to get put down, whether it's by nukes, whether it's by famine, whether it's by the sword, all right, or whether it's by plagues. The Lord is going to come and judge the wicked, man. Okay, but when our hell breaks loose and Esau, Edom come in like a flood, what the Lord going to do? Isaiah chapter 59. I'm going to drop down to verse 19 over here. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, shall lift up a standard against him. So the Lord's going to give us spiritual powers, man, to be able to handle all this high-tech equipment that Esau is going to throw at us, man, because he's going to throw everything that he got. All right, so-called white man, he's going to come in like a flood. Okay, and when a flood comes in, it's a wrathful sight. All right, there's nothing that could be saved. Everything just gonna get swept away. All right, When you see a tsunami coming in and you see that flood, it just sweeps everything away. But that's how Esau Edom's gonna come down. All right, but the Lord's gonna put spiritual power on his men. All right, the 144,000, which are prophets. Okay, the Lord's gonna put spiritual power. Brothers gonna be able to fly, go through walls, jump over buildings, go invisible, teleport, heal. All right, it's gonna happen, man, because we're gonna need these things. We're gonna need divine intervention in the times that's to come. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna give us that divine power for us to be able to get delivered, man. And this is how we know that the Lord is gonna come and save us, man. And we must believe in this thing. We must believe that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua got care for his elect. All right. The Lord is not forsaking us. The Lord will not forsake his elect. Okay, we are his jewels. Lord willing, I'm part of that number, but the elect are his jewels, the first fruits. Okay, and through the elect, the whole kingdom of the nation of Israel is going to get born in the kingdom. All right. So it's about having faith. It's about being that mentality of believing that that the Lord is going to make these things come to pass. All right. The Lord is not a power that lies. The Lord is not the author of confusion, neither the author of deception. All right. But he is the God of righteousness, man. Okay. So the Lord, man, the Lord is gonna come deliver us, man. And that's the beauty of this thing, all right? Because now we're in times where things is getting amped up. Prophecies is all right, they're getting churned up. All right. The things is heating up, things is getting spicy. All right. So it's always important to be in that mentality of the Lord's gonna come deliver us. The Lord's gonna come deliver us. All right, and pray to the Lord to give us that spirit, to increase that spirit of believing in him. That goes for myself too, first and foremost. All right. Because it's not the end all be all. This wicked society, this wicked kingdom that's ruled by Esau Edom, all right, he's gonna get taken out of power. All right, and he's gonna go into captivity for the kingdom for 1,000 years. And after that, he will get completely eradicated off the face of the earth. Because the kingdom is gonna be on this earth, man. And the wicked shall be cut off forever, just like the Lord said. All right, but the Lord's gonna come deliver us. Okay? But the Lord is gonna come with a mighty deliverance, greater than ancient Egypt. That's gonna be glorified forever and ever and ever and ever. All right, but I just want to get a quick video, quick lesson here through the Spirit. You know, the Lord's gonna, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna come get his elect. All right, and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rachakodash. On to the next one. Shalom.